Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Children, in your last moral science class, we had started the chapter Facts about Prophet Musa alayhis salam, part 1. In the last period, we have read that Prophet Musa alayhis salam belonged to the tribe of Bani Israel. He was a descendant of Prophet Yusuf alayhis salam as well as Prophet Ibrahim alayhis salam also. And they had migrated, the tribe of Bani Israel had migrated to Egypt. And after, as the time passed, they disobeyed Allah and forgot their duty towards Allah. So Allah imposed a very cruel ruler over them, and he was called as Pharaoh. And he was such a cruel Pharaoh that he treated Bani Israels, the people of Bani Israels, as foreigners, means not of the land of Egypt, and he did not give them enough rights to enjoy, and made them work hard, and in lieu of that they were only getting a day's meal. And that Pharaoh was so cruel that he think that he was a god himself, and he asked his people to worship him and to prostrate him. Now let us see what happens further. Now the Pharaoh slew their sons and kept alive their daughters. The children of Israel, as they believed in Allah and His messengers, refused to worship Him, and this made Pharaoh furiously angry. Once a magician told Pharaoh that a baby boy would be born among the people of Israel who would grow into a man and deprive him out of his land. So what that Pharaoh was very much proud of himself, but the children of Israel, since they believed in Allah, refused to worship him. And this made him more angry, and a foreteller or a magician had told him that one boy will be born in the tribe of Bani Israel who will deprive him out of the land. So this made the Pharaoh very much worried. Pharaoh was really worried. So what did he thought? That he will kill all the baby boy which will be born in the tribe of Bani Israel, so that no baby boy will become a man and kill him. Pharaoh was really worried. He became wild and raged. He gave orders to his soldiers to you may kill every baby boy that is born among the people of Bani Israel. Let only the baby girls live. Thus the king hoped to make sure that no baby boy was permitted to grow up into a man who might fight against him. Pharaoh's orders were obeyed, and hundreds of baby boys were killed like cats and dogs every day. So what did he order his soldiers? He ordered his soldiers to kill all the boys which were born in the tribe of Bani Israel, and he let only the baby girls alive, so that no boy will become a man who would kill him. And by the order of the pharaohs, hundreds of baby boys were killed like cats and dogs. The birth of Musa alayhis salam. But Allah wished that to occur which Pharaoh had always feared. A baby boy was born at Allah's command to lead the people away from the hands of Pharaoh. A baby boy was born to rescue the children of Israel. A baby boy was born to lead them into the light from darkness. This boy was Musa bin Imran. He was a lovely child, and his parents felt that they must do something to save him. They told no one of his birth, and they warned everyone in the family not to speak of their baby son to anyone. So, when Allah wishes something, it happens. He only says be and it happens. You have read this, you must have heard this. So, since Allah wanted that Musa alayhis salam has to be born, so in spite of Pharaoh's order to kill all the baby boys, baby Musa was born, and he was born to rescue the children of Israel from the hands of Pharaoh, to take them from darkness to light. And he was a very lovely child, and his parents did not inform anyone about his birth, and they kept quiet. For 3 months, they strived to keep Musa safely hidden. Then Musa's mother became afraid. The child was growing older, and day and night the cruel soldier continued their mighty searches. What could she do? But Allah inspired the mother of Musa, float him into the river, and have no fear, and do not grieve, for we shall restore him to you, and shall make him one of our message bearers. So, as Prophet Musa, as first the family was keeping it a secret, but as the baby Musa was growing, the parents thought that how long they could make it a secret, how long that their secret will not be revealed to other persons. So, what Allah ordered Prophet Musa's mother to float him into the river Nile, and do not grieve over it, because Allah promised her that He will return his son back to him, and not only return his son to him but also will make him one of his messengers. Obeying Allah's command, Musa's mother laid Musa in a basket and floated him in the river Nile. But she was still anxious. She asked her daughter to go and stand a little way off to see what happened. But she was a mother. How can a mother put his child in the river? She obeyed Allah's command, but then also she was very much anxious. So she asked Musa's sister and her daughter to follow that basket in the river, where that basket is going. That day, Pharaoh had come down to the river palace. He watched the water flow beneath his feet, and this amused him. His queen was also by his side. Look, she cried. Do you see that strange basket floating over there? One of the servants went down to water's edge, lifted the basket, and brought it to the queen. There lay smiling a handsome boy in the basket. So what happened? The girl was following the basket. The Pharaoh of that day had come to his river palace, and he was very much happy to see the river Nile, because he thought that all the rivers of Egypt are beneath his feet. He was very much happy to see all this. Then suddenly his queen saw that basket floating in the river, and ordered one of the servants to bring that basket. And when the servant brought that basket to the queen, and she opened the basket, she saw a handsome boy, baby boy, in the basket. This is one of the sons of Bani Israel, and must be slain, said some of the servants. But the queen's face grew tender and pitiful. She said, What a beautiful baby! It's a joy for the eyes. We cannot let him to be thrown into the river. He may be of use to us, or we may have him for our own. Some of the servants that informed the king that they suspect that this child was of Bani Israel, and he must be killed. But the queen's face grew tender because Allah wanted to save Musa. So the queen had soft heart for the baby, and she said, he is such a beautiful baby, and I cannot let this baby go. I will make him my own child. Allah's plan always worked, and the king had to say yes. You know what Allah has planned for us always work. So, in spite of all the cruelties, the king had to say yes to keep the baby with his queen, and so like this, Prophet Musa was saved. Okay, children, this is all for today's work.